Team Jamaica's Demario Prince and Dishaun Lamb head to 110-meter hurdles semis. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your comments. After this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready? Yep, good to go. In the men's 110-meter hurdles heats, both of Jamaica's athletes, that is Demario Prince and Dishaun Lamb, have made it through to the semi-finals. In heat number 2, running out of lane number 6, Demario Prince looked quite comfortable, winning his heat in fine style. Demario Prince won heat number 2 comfortably in a time of 13.80 ahead of Stefan Schubert, who ran 13.82. So he moves automatically to the semi-finals, meaning Demario Prince. And in my opinion, looked very comfortable. Had a few errors in terms of his technique, but he did a good job. Then Dishaun Lamb, running out of lane 8 in heat number 7. Well, his task was a little different. He was sort of running blind. When you're in lane 8, you can't really tell what's going on around you. So he did a good job, but had to sort of make up. Look, people, he didn't know where he was in the race. So in the last, after the final hurdle, he had to sort of sprint to that line to ensure that he got one of the top 3 automatic spots. Dishaun Lamb ran third in a time of 13.69 and was able to make it through to the semifinals. However, people, I'm not really concerned about Dishaun Lamb. You may not know this, but Jamaica's Dishaun Lamb is the 5th fastest over the men's 110-meter hurdles for the under 20 category. So I believe he will do very well. Both Jamaicans had a little issue in terms of their technique, but as you can see here, both of them have made it through to the semi-finals. Now, this of course is my 2 cents. The hurdles is, as I have said repeatedly, is one of the most difficult sprint events on the planet. Some say it is the most difficult sprint event on the planet, running at full hilt, over 110 meters, over very high hurdles. Your technique is as important as your sprint speed, and if you are not careful, you're going to clip a hurdle, and just barely clipping a hurdle takes huge momentum from you, which also impacts your time and your placement. Both the Jamaican hurdlers, I think Lamb was the better hurdler. I think both of them need to do a little work on their technique, but both of them did a good enough job. I do believe that for either of them to win, their time is going to have to be closer to a 13 flat, I'm being honest, or a 13:10, 13:15. I think that's going to be the winning time based on the statistics and looking at all the heats that we were unable to show you. We just decided to show you the Jamaicans. But both look strong. Both just need to clean up, their hurdling technique a little bit, Maybe it's just nerves being on the big stage there, but I think they both look well. As I said, Lamb is going in as the with the fifth fastest time as a junior male in the world for the 2022 season. So he is clearly a medal hopeful and a medal favorite. But again, like the 100 meters, this is very competitive. There are some extremely strong hurdlers coming from across the world. This is these young men are competing against the best of the best on the 20 on the planet. So it is again going to be very competitive. And as I've often said with the hurdles, it is about technique and speed. And I'm not much of a believer in luck, people, to be honest with you. But I guess statistically, things sometimes need to go your way for you to be able to win, because we have seen some of the best over the hurdles just hit a hurdle and that's it. It's game over. So your technique has to be wonderful. Now they have two more rounds, the semifinals. We'll be better able to tell you what we think their places will be after we've seen the semifinals. But I believe that Lamb is definitely a medal contender based on the stats and his numbers. And I believe Prince, if he's able to lower from the 1380, which was not at full hilt, to be very honest with you, he looked very comfortable. And I didn't really get the wind reading, and that means a lot. If they were running into a headwind, it's also going to make a huge difference, as against if a gentle headwind wind was pushing them from behind. It makes a huge difference if the wind is negative or positive. Negative generally is when the athlete is running into the wind, so the wind is almost pushing against them. That's negative wind. And when the wind is behind the athlete, is plus or positive wind. Just in case you didn't know. So I think that again we have a fair chance here. Lamb statistically should be a podium hopeful, but again I'm going to say it is hurdles, people, and just the slightest. So I think both athletes have to go back and work on their technique. But to be very honest, a lot of the young athletes, their techniques over the hurdles was terrible in the heats. I just saw a lot of people hitting hurdles all over the place. But I do think that we have a chance. Lamb definitely, and I think Prince looked really good. And if he can lower his time down to 13:15, 13:10, because I think that's what it's going to take to win. You're going to have to be running really close to a 13 flat to win this final. Of course, this is just my 2 cents. Now keep it locked here to Peter Lloyd World. We will be giving you updates on both these major events, the one happening in South America and the one happening in the United Kingdom. All right. So now don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, leave your comments. Remember, you are royals, our royals of Peter Lloyd World, kings and queens. Act accordingly. Bless up.